Hey, my wealth warriors. It is Friday. I love Fridays because I get to go live and I can talk to you and I can connect with you and share things that I know is going to help you. So, today we're going to talk about financial habits. Like you hear about habits. What are your habits? What are you doing? Habits are healthy. Habits can be good, habits can be bad. But what are your habits when it comes to you and your money? Are you putting everything on auto pay? Are you paying yourself first? Are you creating a budget? Are you sticking to the promises you made when it came to, when you're looking at your money? What habits do you have? If you have a goal and you say, look, I want to save $1,000, what habits are you putting in place to make sure you save $1,000? You're not going to become financially astute, independent, multimillionaire, a hundred thousandaire, whatever you want to be, right? By just happenstance. It's just gonna happen. You have to put habits in place that's gonna help you get there. So if you are struggling saving while you're broke, right? If you saying, look, I only make 50,000 a year, I make 60,000 a year, I make 35,000 a year, and I can't save, you can save $5. If you say, look, I'm gonna promise myself I'm gonna save $5 a month. If you can do that, once you start making more money, you will be able to keep that same habit. Don't wait, because trust me, when you become that multimillionaire or thousandaire, whatever you want to call it, you're not going to start saving money. All you're going to do is increase your expenses. So today, create the habits are going to get you where you need to be. So then when you get there, you're not trying to figure it out, or you're just continuing the bad habits you created when you were not making the money. So what habits are you putting in place or you don't have in place? That you like, I don't sit down and talk to a professional about my money, or I don't research and find out what can I do, how to invest, how to budget. You have to tell your money somewhere to go. If you do not tell your money somewhere to go, it will go somewhere. So can you account for every dollar that comes in the bank account? If you say, look, I make 5,000 a month, I make 3,000 a month. Can you say, I know where all $3,000 go every month? If you're paying yourself, if you're tithing. So if you do get money in, say you get $1,000, right? Me, $1,000. First thing I'm gonna do, take off $100, right? Why? Because I need to tithe 10%. Then another 10%. Can you pay yourself $100? So you have $800 left. Paid your tithes. That's me. Now I don't know if you're a tither or not. But if you're not a tither, you give however you want to do it. And tithe is not always given to the church. Sometimes you can tithe to somebody who needs it. So however you do it. But you have $800 left. What are you gonna do with the other $800? Right? Is that paying expenses? Whatever it is, you have to tell this money where to go. But what are your habits? Personally, every month, been doing it since we were engaged. Every month we have a budget meeting. Every month we talk about goals. What do we need to do? What needs to be paid off? Like everything, we discuss it. We're tracking. Hey, are we at our goals? We know we're near them. What happened? We're discussing these things. And so these are the things that you need to do. What habits do you have? And that helps communication. So hey, to my married people, that if you want to stop the fighting, trust me, have your monthly money management meetings a month. Once a month, we have them every Saturday, first Saturday of the month, once a month, and we've been doing it for years. When I say we fight, but we don't fight about money, because we set it up at the beginning. This is what we're going to talk about. This is what's important to us. So those are the habits and so over the years, we know what's going on. So what habits do you feel like you're not doing? You're saying, look, I want to invest my money. If you don't have an emergency savings, If you don't have what if money, do you have it if you lost your job because of sickness or illness, or you got laid off, fired? Can you not work for 3 months? Can you not work for 6 months? Can you not work for a whole year and be okay? If you don't have your basic foundation together, I'm not going to tell you to invest your money, because if you can't handle a small emergency, how are you trying to grow money and you can't control the money that you bring in? I want you to have your foundation together. Your foundation is having that what if account. When life happens, I can cover it. Now, I put it on a credit card because you're going to pay interest on top of that money. That I can physically go into the bank and say I can pull out cash and I can cover a $500 emergency. And then say, look, I use that $500. Can I put that money back? Pay yourself back. That is being responsible. I would never tell you to start investing your money if you don't have any money saved. But you're drowning in debt and you have no money saved. You're going to have to take care of that debt situation first. Then you can start focusing on other things. It's one step at a time. But what does your foundation look like? Is it quicksand? Are we in the water? We drowning? What is your situation? Or you like, look, I'm solid. I have my foundation together. I have my what if account. I sat down. I know what my bills look like. I know what retirement account. Like, what is your foundation? What does it look like? Focus on that. Then you can focus on the other things. One thing at a time. But I'm going to tell you to get your core together, right? That's the biggest thing. Look, when you're working out, that get your core. Because your core that's what holds you. That's what gives you the good posture. That's what's going to give you the ability to lift those heavy weights. So when you have your core financial life together, then you can start doing the heavy lifting. Get that together. So what is one habit that you need to fix, install, get some help with? Like, what do you need? Figure out what that habit is and get support on that today. Then move to the next step. Know that you're not your financial mistakes. You can rise above. Don't sit in what shoulda, woulda, coulda, the mistakes you made. Don't sit there. Get the help you need. Get up, pick up your mat and your blanket and your teddy bear and move. Don't sit there, because that's not where you're supposed to be. So rise above. What's going to be your money move today? I want to hear from you. I want to hear what support you need. I am here to help you. So tell me what you need help with. This is simple. Once you start implementing this, it's like clockwork. But first you got to rip that bandage off and let's move. So not too late. The day is not over. You can start instilling some of these things in place. So what's going to be your move? What's going to be your one financial habit that you need to install? You need to look, I need to figure it out. I'm not for sure. Do you need to sit down and write it out? Whatever you need to do, focus on that. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great weekend. And by the way, you can get more help. Join me on Sundays. Sundays, 15 minutes, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. I look forward. Look, you can get some more help. Join me Sunday. Invite a friend. Tell your auntie, your grandma, your coworker, your cousin. I look forward to seeing you. Bye.